Coming up, we're investigating your dreams. You ever dream you're drowning or you're having car trouble? Can they predict what's going on in your health? Have you ever had the dream you were drowning, fighting to stay above the water, gasping for air? So many of us had. And what about the dream where you're surrounded by snakes? Ugh, they're slithering all around you, can't get away. Or the one where you feel like you are falling at lightning speed towards the ground. You can't stop yourself, right? What do these all mean? What are these dreams about? Well, today we're investigating. Can your dreams predict your health? Joining me now is the ultimate dream team, renowned dream analyst and author of Cracking the Dream Code, Lori Lowenberg and Dr. Jennifer Caudle. Dr. Caudle, what do dreams say about us? What do we learn about our health from analyzing our dreams?
You know, that's a really interesting question. Honestly, researchers don't know exactly why we dream. There are a lot of theories about this. They range from anything of maybe dreams help us consolidate memories. Maybe dreams serve almost like a form of therapy for us. Or maybe they help us work out those fight or flight responses that we can do in a safe environment. Working out our creative juices, who knows? There's a lot of theories. We still have a lot more to learn.
And Lori, apparently there's a window into our health from looking at our dreams.
Very much so. There's actually tons of cases of people who get certain dreams before they have a certain illness. For example, migraine sufferers will dream of getting struck by lightning or shot in the head right before the onset of a migraine.
Well, they describe it with those words when they're awake.
Yeah, because that's how it feels. And so the dream kind of brings it to life as a warning to tell you to prepare.
So let me show you what's really happening in your bodies when we dream. So we go to sleep at night, right? And we start to have energy in our brain, because guess what? Our brain is still wide awake, and it's communicating with the rest of our bodies just like it does at daytime. And because of this, we actually move when we're asleep. We've all experienced that, right, from people we love. But when we get into a stage of sleep called REM, the path of energy from the brain to the spinal column gets blocked here in an area called the pons. It actually disconnects the brain from our muscles, so we can't move. This is for our protection. It keeps us from acting out our dreams. That's when this important form of sleep called REM sleep happens. At the same time, other parts of our brain, like the prefrontal cortex, become less active. We begin to calm ourselves down. We see the eyes moving? The reason our eyes move is because that part of our brain that's supposed to block the brain from communicating the body, it doesn't block the eyes. So we can tell you would be moving if you could when you're dreaming. That's why it's called REM sleep. Have you ever heard of REM sleep, right? Rapid eye movement sleep. That's why we can use it as doctors to tell what stage you're in. And our dreams can seem illogical. They can seem fragmented. We want to get to the bottom of what happens. What can some of our dreams really mean when it comes to our health? So I asked my viewers to keep a dream diary. Take a look at one of our dream diary confessions.
I keep having this reoccurring dream that I'm in the middle of the ocean, drowning, gasping for air, and there's no land in sight, and I don't know what to do. Why do I keep having the same dream over and over again?
So, Laura, what can drowning in our dreams mean?
Typically, you'll dream of drowning when you're feeling overwhelmed. However, if you dream of drowning frequently and wake up gasping for breath, that's a telltale sign you could have sleep apnea.
Oh, it's a medical problem we talk about. Dr. Caudle,
Yeah,
symptoms of sleep apnea, what do they include?
Yes, sleep apnea is actually very serious. And you talk about sort of drowning. Oftentimes people with sleep apnea do feel like they're drowning. Common symptoms are feeling like you're choking or gasping for air when you're actually sleeping at night.
It's a massive cause of illness.
Yes, it is.
Maybe the biggest of all the preventable problems that we have out there we don't realize.
A lot.
Sandra from our audience is joining us. You've also been dreaming about drowning. Yep. Not a good feeling. Does that dream describe what you were feeling?
Absolutely. I was having very similar symptoms. I would go to sleep at night, and then I would, in the middle of the dream, feel like I was at the surface of the water and I just could not get a big breath.
And when you finally went to talk to a doctor about what this might represent, I guess they diagnosed you.
Yes, I went and I was telling them about the dream and about the palpitations, and my doctor recommended a sleep study. And it did come back positive, some mild sleep apnea.
So, did you think the dreams may have helped you diagnose this problem?
Absolutely. I would have never have gone in without those symptoms, and they really led to some major lifestyle changes. I've lost 20 pounds, and I'm really more intentional about getting the rest I need.
Good for you. Good for you. Proud of you, Sandra.
Thank you.
All right, take a look at our next dream. This is a confession, a dream diary confession from Rebecca.
The other day, I dreamt that I was in a tornado where it just kept spinning me around and I kept going higher and higher and higher, and houses and cars and things were passing by me, and I had no idea how to get out or make it stop. Can you tell me what that dream means?
How do you feel when you wake up from that terrifying dream?
I'm panicked. I'm stressed out. I'm just exhausted. It's just overwhelming.
Sometimes I want to just wake up out of my dream. It's so miserable. I feel that way sometimes as well. So,
Yes.
Lori, what kind of tornado dream
Okay,
mean?
so tornado dreams are really common. You are in good company.
Oh, good.
And they're typically caused by anxiety and worry. However, if you are a very frequent tornado dreamer, like weekly, that's a good indication of anxiety or possibly even panic disorder. So your dream is showing you what this anxiety, stress, and worry is doing to your psyche. Like a tornado, it's a destructive force.
Dr. Caudle, what do you recommend for folks with the stress that causes these problems?
Well, certainly getting to that root cause is really important. And I would say, especially before bed, there are a few things, at least in that particular moment, we could do to try to calm things down. Whether that's sort of turning off and unplugging our devices, whether that's taking a moment of silence, meditation. Some people like to journal, even a cup of tea. But certainly before bedtime, that can be a really nice way to kind of wind things down and try to stay calm as we go into sleep.
Hope that's helpful, Rebecca.
It is. I'm definitely not going to watch my phone.
Retail therapy.
Retail therapy. Oh, please. She's kidding. Up next, the most common dream that everyone has. You'll be surprised by what it actually means. Stay with us.
I keep having this dream that, like, I get up for work and I'm getting ready. I head out the door and I try to start my car and my car refused to start. And I'm having these car problems. It's the sound it makes. It's like, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I cannot be late. And then I realize that it's not true. I wake up from a cold sweat. I'm like, oh my God, I still have 2 hours left. Dr. Oz, what does this dream mean?
We're back investigating, can your dreams predict your health? Our dream team is here along with Ivana, whose dream we just heard. According to dream analyst Lori Lowenberg, car trouble is one of the most common dreams we all have. So, Lori, what does it mean?
Okay, so our dreams will often use the car to represent our body, so that we can understand that, like a car, our body needs checkups and maintenance. In your case, you can't get your car started, so that's a very good indication of fatigue.
Do you sense a lack of energy during the day?
You know what? I'm so busy. I'm in nursing school, so
Good for you.
Thank you so much. I get up for the day. Thank you. I get up for the day, and most of the time I'm in school. I come home, and I'm taking care of my son. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired.
So, Dr. Caudle, what do you think is going on with Ivana's sleep?
Well, I think it's really important to remember that all sleep is not necessarily good sleep. And that's one of the things here. Sometimes when we have these vivid dreams where we're doing all these things, they can actually be exhausting. You wake up the next morning and feel like you haven't slept. So with that, we have to remember that it may not be the most restorative sleep, and we need to really get to the root cause of it. It's very important.
I hope that helps. And congratulations for being a nursing
Thank you
school student.
so much. Thank you.
All right, so one more member of the staff wanted to have their dreams analyzed. It was yours truly, so I kept the dream diary. Take a look.
I just woke up, but I do remember my dream. I'm walking through this fantastic park. It's beautiful, springtime. And I've got a dozen people, including Melissa McCarthy, who are just verbally jousting with me, arguing with everything I'm saying. I know exactly which way to go in this park, and they've all got a better opinion, they think, of how to head through there. So we're all pretty bullish on this idea of which way to go. Essentially, we're heading in circles because we can't get along with each other. So essentially, we get this fantastic potential walk, which we're ignoring so we can verbally joust with each other.
Lori, help, please. Especially when Melissa McCarthy got involved, it became really problematic for me.
Okay, so you want to look at any conversation in a dream as a conversation with yourself. So the conversation you're having with Melissa and all these other people is you conversing with yourself about some kind of indecision you're facing right now or at the time of the dream. Now, Melissa McCarthy seems random, but nothing in a dream is ever random. So here's how you figure out the celebrity in your dream. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Melissa McCarthy? Is it a movie, a character she played? What stands out about her to you?
What I enjoy is that she's argumentative in a funny way, but she often has a perspective that I might not agree with.
Okay, so your dream may be using her as an example on how you can come to an agreement with yourself or with someone else you're having a disagreement with right now. And also notice the setting, you're walking in the park. Yeah. So your dream is telling you what really should be a walk in the park, something really easy to come to a conclusion with. You might be muddling up because you're overthinking it.
Good insights, Lori. I like that. Yes.
Fascinating. I love this.
So, Dr. Caudle, what
Do me next.
I know, I like this. There's so much insight for the
Amazing,
dream.
yeah.
So, what do you recommend to your patients if you want them to hack their brain a little bit, to get it to work differently while they sleep?
Sure. So we talked about obviously getting to the root cause, looking at our diet and lifestyle, things like that, and any underlying medical conditions. But there are some people who feel like they can kind of control what they dream about or how they dream by focusing what they think about right before they go to bed. Now, there's a lot of evidence about this, but I always say it's worth a try, you know? Maybe give it a try. Dr. Oz, this might be for you, is, you know, focusing on something particular and seeing it that affects how we dream that night when we go to sleep.
I'm going to start focusing on oceans. I wonder if Melissa McCarthy can swim. We'll find
I bet
out.
she can.
We thank my dream team, Lori and Dr. Caudle. I'll be right back.